Today's video is going to challenge you to consider whether or not you're stuck inside a comfort zone. And if you are, it's going to challenge you to break out of it. So you're going to have to be honest with yourself and really analyze not only where your life is, but think about where exactly you want it to be. Daydreamer is all about cultivating your own reality, deciding the type of life that you want to live, and figuring out the steps that you need to take to get there, and really actively taking action to move towards your best self. If that's something that you might be into, I've got tips, tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call them, coming your way. So please hit that subscribe button, click the little notification bell so you don't miss any of the good stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to begin with the comfort zone. I'm going to begin with the cage zone. Now, this idea comes from Brandon Burchard. I came across this idea a while ago and I found it very interesting. So he talks about a caged life. That's the type of life where you're really held back and you're limited by your beliefs. You're worried about what other people think about you, whether that be how cool you look in front of your friends or what your family might think about you. And this type of life really holds you back. You might be stuck in the past events might be holding you back. You're paralyzed by the fear of the future. You're just in a really negative state and you're holding yourself back. So this cage zone is a really destructive zone. There's a lot of negativity and a lot of people in this zone hold a lot of anger and fear and resentment. They look at other people and they say, you know, you've only got this type of life because of this or because of that. And they make a lot of excuses about their own life. And it's really just a downward spiral of negativity. So if you're in this cage zone, you really want to get the fuck out of it. The next zone is the comfort zone. So maybe you break out of the cage zone, you start making some money, and you know, you've got a relationship, maybe you're married, you've got a house, you've got a nice family situation, you've got some material objects, and you've got your social life's kind of thriving. But you feel like even though you've got enough money to survive and you've got all your basic needs covered, you've got a roof over your head, all that kind of thing, after a while, I mean, it feels good to have these things, but after a while, you start to begin to feel like there's something missing from your life. And you're kind of comfortable, you're in a comfortable zone. The way I want to challenge you today is I want to ask you to really consider, at the end of your life, would you rather feel like you've lived a comfortable life, or would you rather feel like you've pushed yourself and you've really gone beyond your boundaries and you've grown and you've made a quality contribution to this world? So if the answer is you want to be comfortable, that's fine. Turn this video off right now. And I mean, that's totally okay. If that's the type of life you want to live, and that's okay with you, if you want to be stuck in either the cage zone or the comfort zone, that's all right. But real progress only really happens when we break out of our comfort zone, when we see where our boundaries are and we push past them, we challenge ourselves. Now, I want to do a little bit of an experiment with you right now, and I want you to pause this video and I want you to write down 3 moments in your life that you really feel like you accomplished something and you're proud of. 3 moments. Now, before you do this, look, I really want you to pause the video. And if you're not going to pause the video, there's absolutely no point in watching it at all, because you're not really going to, you know, invest a little bit of energy to grow. Then there's really no point at all. So please pause the video, do it for yourself, don't do it for me, and write down 3 things, 3 moments that you're really proud of, where you feel like you've really accomplished something in your life. Okay, so hopefully you've paused the video and you've written down these 3 spectacular moments. My moments have been one of my biggest moments where I felt pride and I felt like I accomplished something was when, you know, I went through a really dark time in my life kind of recently, and I worked past that. And I feel like because it was so difficult and because I worked past it, it was really something I was proud of within myself, that I found the drive to work past that. Another point in my life was when I finally cracked into the world of advertising, and I got my first creative award, and it was one of the biggest awards in the industry. And the third thing was when I sold all my things and I left on this big journey around the world. It was scary and I did it anyways, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So whatever your things might be, I want you to look at those things, and I guarantee you that there was a challenge in there. It wasn't easy, it was hard work. You had to work, whether it was mentally or physically or emotionally, you really had to work to achieve those things. Now, the hard work is where it's at, in my point of view. You have to break past your comfort zone and really put some work in if you're going to get anywhere in this world. And that is living the charged life. Now, the charged life is a life where you're not scared of failure. You're scared of the future and you're scared of the unknown, but you keep taking steps forward in spite of failure. Not only that, you take risks, you learn, you grow, and you challenge yourself on a regular basis to try new things, step past your comfort zone, and really lean into fear and use that as a bit of a compass to move towards it. And you're really focusing on not only developing yourself, but on contribution to the world. And this is the kind of life I would really want to kind of look back on it, and I think I'll really be proud of in the future. And I really, really want you to think about what kind of life kind of suits you best, whether that be the caged life, which I'm sure none of us are going to choose that one, the comfortable life, which you might or might not be in at the moment, or the charged life, where you're actively, looking to grow and learn and challenge yourself and step out of your comfort zone and do some epic shit. Because people are really living in this world. People are living amazing lives where they're really contributing to the world as a whole and making other people's lives better and gaining fulfillment from that and really growing and developing every single day. People are living fantastic lives, but the trick is to not settle for comfort, and to realize that it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of work. No one ever got there in an easy way. So just keep that in mind, and I really want you to kind of decide where you want your life to be. So I've got one more thing I want you to do. If you enjoyed this video, if it gave you a little bit of inspiration, if you made you think about your life and whether or not you're in a comfort bubble or a comfort zone at the moment and how you're going to break out of that, I want you to leave a comment below and let me know exactly what you're going to do to break out of that comfort zone. What's a small step that you're going to do to move yourself in the right direction? What is one challenge that you're going to set for yourself in the next week? Let me know what it is. I want to hear it. I want to hear what your challenge is to yourself and how you're going to move past your comfort zone, whatever that might be. So I hope you really got something out of this episode. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I do have another episode on ways that you can add some more adventure into your life. I did it recently and it's really cool. So I've come up with 10 ways that you can really live a more adventurous life. Just some ideas I came up with. So check out that video. I'll leave a link in the description and there'll be a link right here as well. But please let me know in the comment section the challenge that you'll do for yourself in the next week. Cheers.